is Terry, the old guy. I want to tell you a good little story. For years down here, it's always been a practice of mine. If somebody would come into my store and they've got some kind of minor adjustment that has to be done on a certain jewelry item that they have, like maybe the earring back doesn't have enough friction, or ring is out of round, it's something we could just put on a mantle, tap it a few times, hand it to them, give it back to them, you know, just minor adjustments. I've always had this rule that as long as I don't have to heat up a torch, I really don't charge for it. And at times people will like say, well, what do I owe you? I say, nothing. And when you tell that person, you don't owe me anything, I says, hi, I'm happy to help you. Come back when you need me. Well, karma's always been good with me, but this story has to go back 1 week. Last week, being a fellow, guy from Maryland, grew up with them Maryland-style blue crabs. Well, I got the urge to get some blue crabs. So, I wound up going up here just north on the US 1 way and went to Clayton's. But I called them ahead of time. I said, Clayton. They said, yeah. I said, have you, by God, got any live blue crabs? Because they're hard to get down here. She said to me, she says, yeah, what size do you want? I said, you got any, what's the largest you got? Oh, we got jumbos. I said, you got jumbo crabs? She said, yeah. I said, I'll take half a dozen of the live ones and I'm on my way. She says, you want to know what they cost? I mean, you know, a dozen of them's like $150. I says, I only want a half a dozen. I've already got these blue crabs figured out, man. First off, I'm going to make a pot of crab soup. And then whatever's left over with the crabs, I'll take the second day, and then that's Maryland-style crab cakes. God bless Old Bay seasoning and Maryland-style crab cake mix. Well, long story short, I get up there, I go inside the building, and I finally, you know, the girl hands me my crabs. And I go up there and I get in line, there's like 2 or 3 people ahead of me, and the one woman ahead of me, this one woman, she's got 3 of these like plastic containers, like, you know, this big and that deep. And I mean, she got 2 of them, and they're full with all this food that she's taken. And I come up behind her, and I said, hi, and right away I saw all the stuff she had. I said to her, hon, right now, I'm ready to give them back my crabs, just go home with you. And then she told me that she had come all the way up from Vero Beach because, you know, Clayton always comes through. A lot of the places around here, you know, they got a lot of other things, but Clayton's where you go to get the more naturals. So while I'm standing in line there, we're talking, and then, you know, I see them carrying her stuff out to the car and stuff like that. I go to pay for my crabs, and the girl says, that woman just bought your crabs. I says, what? And I mean, believe me, I could have afforded it. I figured it'd be about $75. I wouldn't have gone up there unless I had the cash in my pocket, but you know. What that did to me, to me, that was better than going to church. Made me feel really good. Made my whole freaking day. So, you know what they say about karma? Treat people right, they treat you right. That's the way I've always done business. Never seems to be a problem. If we can do anything for you at EGADjewelry, let us know. Like, share, subscribe. And right now, I'm going to take my little knucklehead dog Ruby home. Time to take her out there and feed her good. You all have a good evening.